Hi friends, Sam here with Happily Hooked. So we've done a couple different joining options when it comes to mixing your yarns together. We've done the invisible join, we have done the invisible color change, we've done a couple different things like that, but you guys have kept asking me to do a Russian join, so that's what we're gonna do today. So I'm gonna grab two different colored yarns because I wanna be able to show you guys the difference and how it all goes together. And I'll be back with you guys in just a second. I'm really excited about this one. I didn't know it was going to be requested as much as it was, or else I would have done it a while ago, but it was, and here we are. So I'm going to grab my yarn and I'll be back with you guys in just a second. Hi friends, when you look in the description below this video, there's going to be a link there that contains free patterns. Make sure you click that, check it out, and I'm so excited to see how you make them. Bye guys. Alright, so like I said, today I'm going to show you guys how to do a Russian join. So I'm using two different colored yarns today for this because it's easier to show you how it works. This is not something I would recommend to use to change colors. This is if you're in the middle of working on a project using one color at that time and you run out of yarn at the end of the skein and you want to join the same color, this would work. If you didn't want to have to add another skein and weave in those ends and all of that stuff, this will prevent you from having to do that. I don't use this as frequently, but this has been asked for, so I wanted to show you guys how to do it. So today we're using the Red Heart Super Saver. I've got gold and tea leaf here. So this is how you're going to do that. So you're going to take your first color, so we're going to do the gold one first. And we're going to thread this onto a tapestry needle. I would recommend using a little bit smaller of one, but I'm using the bigger needle to show you guys. It's just easier to see, and all of my little needles are silver and you can't see those as well on screen. So we've got our tapestry needle here, and you're gonna pull through and leave a little tail. Now some people will recommend leaving it really close to the end. I'm not a big fan of that. It's just harder for me to work with. So I just leave a tail on there, and then you're gonna take your needle point and you're just going to start going into the yarn. So like in between the fibers of the yarn. And you're gonna wanna keep them pretty close to each other when you loop through, and just make sure that you're going through the middle of it and not like around the yarn. And we're gonna do this for a little bit. We're gonna probably about 2 or 3 inches. We're gonna wanna make sure we have. And it's gonna look messy and bunched up, and that's okay. All right, so we have our yarn on our needle, and then you're going to want to pull it through, but you want to make sure you keep a loop at the end. So I push it down to the end of the needle and slide it off. And just make sure I hold on to that loop when I pull my needle through, and you'll pull it all the way off. And it's gonna be bunchy and messy right now. That's okay. We're gonna leave it like that, and we have our loop here right at the end. And so we'll set that one down, making sure that the loop doesn't go away. And we're gonna grab our next skein. So we'll pretend this one is yellow, and we'll loop this onto our tapestry needle, and we're gonna go into the hole and pull the yarn through the hole. So now we're gonna do the same thing that we did with the yellow. So we're gonna slide that down, and we're gonna go in through the green yarn like we did with the yellow yarn for about 2 or 3 inches. So just going through those plies and those twists for about 2 or 3 inches. We've got it on there. And then we're gonna slide this off the needle as well. And pull our little tail through. So now we have them together, and they're bunched up and icky looking right now. So we're gonna pull and straighten those out. And you kind of got to pull a little harder than you would think because this knot, like, it gets in there. And then I grab the tails that we had and pull those pretty hard to close those loops up. And now you have a knot right in the middle. Oh, I'm pulling it as hard as I can. And it doesn't come apart. And you'll trim up your little ends. So the little leftover ends, you can trim those off. It won't affect it or anything like that. And you have a seamless knot right in the middle. There's no big bump or anything like that. So that is how you do what is called a Russian join. If you notice that your yarn has like a little gap where the loop is, if you pull on your tail really hard, it'll tighten that loop down. But yeah, so like I said, I don't use this method a whole lot. I normally use just like the slip stitch to join method, and then I'll weave in the ends. But this is really nice if you need like a seamless, flawless finish. I do like this one a lot, especially if it's in a spot where you don't want to have ends weaved in, or if you have little ones who like to pull at the blankets and pull at the little pieces. I wouldn't recommend weaving in ends, but this one will prevent you from having to do that. So if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments below. I did, like I said, explain what I like and what I don't like about it, but this was asked for multiple times by members in our community, so I wanted to show a tutorial just in case this is something you want to do. So let me know in the comments below if you use this method or if you use a different method to change your yarn out. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!